Hi friends and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello. My name's George Agambar and I'm a UK music producer. Today we're going to be having a look at and discussing delay. Now when I first started out I was a bit hesitant when using delay because I thought it sounded clunky, but I was so wrong. Delay is such a useful tool when we want to thicken the sound of our mixes and vocals. It's a really great effect. So make sure you stay tuned and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for new videos every Wednesday.
And things will never be the same when I hear your name since you kissed me in the rain.
Delay is when separate copies of your audio are created and reoccur within moments of each other. It's really fast, we're talking milliseconds here. And we use it to create space and depth in our mixes. Now you may think, well, that's what reverb is used for. That's the point of reverb. And that's completely right. However, delay allows us to create this space and depth whilst maintaining the clarity of our mix. And this is because reverberated sounds have tails that linger in the mix, and delays don't, so it doesn't muddy up the sound. So in this video, we're going to have a look at 3 common types of delay, and these are analog or tape delay, slapback delay, and ping-pong delay. Let's start with the most common type of delay, and this is analog or tape delay. This gives a really nice simple effect, but also emulates the sound of older tape machines, so our audio gets a really rich, warm sound too. It sounds really nice on most instruments, and as I said, can be used to create depth. However, it can also be used purely for saturation purposes. And if you want to find out some more about that, I have made another video all about saturation, which I will leave a link to. So let's have a look at how to use tape delay. So here's the Logic Tape Delay plugin. As you can see, it has a lot of the typical parameters of a delay. But we also have the character section with some additional settings to alter the sound of the character the plugin will give the audio. Let's break the plugin down. The delay time is the time that it takes for a single delay to occur. The tempo sync allows you to sync the delays with the tempo of your project. The smoothing control relates to the LFO in the modulation section. The low and high filters allow you to alter the EQ of the delayed sounds. The feedback determines the number of delays you hear. The lowest feedback value will produce one single delay, and the wet and dry sliders determine the balance of the wet and dry signal. I have explained the functions of the character and modulation controls in a previous video that I will leave a link to in the description. So here's a vocal with and without tape delay.
I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't stay up waiting for you, 'cause you know how I adore you. Won't you love me too? I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't stay up waiting for you, 'cause you know how I adore you. Won't you love me too?
You can hear that the tape delay has really thickened the vocal and given it a really nice warm tone. Slapback delay is a really common effect and has been used on lots of records. It's when we use delay to create one single repeat of the audio. It's great for adding energy whilst retaining the clarity of a mix. We most commonly use it on guitars and vocals, but it can also sound great on drums. So let's have a look at how to achieve this effect. So to set up a slapback delay, we need to achieve a single snappy sounding delay. To do this, we want to make sure that we keep our delay time short, normally between 70 and 150 milliseconds. Then we want to make sure that we only hear one delay. So we need to go to the feedback dial and turn that right down, as this will give us only one repeat of our audio. The final thing to do to achieve a simple slapback delay is to alter the wet to dry signal ratio. We want the wet and dry signal to be fairly equal in volume so that the delay sounds obvious and snappy. Here's the vocal with and without some snapback delay.
I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't stay up waiting for you, 'cause you know how I adore you. Won't you love me too?
You can hear that the snapback delay not only thickens the sound without muddying it, but also makes the vocals sound a lot more energetic. This is a really fun effect to use. It's a stereo delay where the delayed sound bounces between the left and right channels, hence the name ping pong. It's great for adding depth to your mixes and also interest due to the movement in the stereo field. I personally really like the sound of it on pianos because I think it makes them sound so natural, but it's also commonly used on vocals as well. So I would say this is probably the most complicated of the 3 delays we're looking at today, but we're going to break it down and look at how to set up a simple ping pong delay. So to achieve a ping pong delay, we need to use a stereo delay plugin so that we can individually control the left and right channels. We have a new parameter in this plugin called crossfeed, and this allows us to transfer the feedback signal or the delays from the left channel to the right channel. We first need to set the delay times. A ratio of 1 to 2 usually works really well for this delay. So we want the left channel delay time to be half of the right channel delay time. To get the ping pong effect, we need to use the left channel and feed it into the right channel. We're going to set the feedback on the left channel to 0, so we get 1 repeat, and then send half of this to the right channel, so we set the crossfeed to 50%. Then, with the right channel, the feedback will determine the number of repeats we hear in both speakers. We want to leave the crossfeed for the right channel at 0. I find that it also sounds best if you put a high cut on the delays, as it makes the sound a lot clearer. And then we want both the left and right channel delays to sound fairly even in volume, so I'm going to set both output mixes at 50%. Let's hear this ping pong delay.
I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't wait for you to call. I won't let you break my phone. There's no more hope for us at all. I won't stay up waiting for you, 'cause you know how I adore you. Won't you love me too?
So as you can hear, it's a really cool, exciting delay sound that can add a lot of interest to your mix. There are absolutely no rules at all about where you should put delay in the chain. It's completely up to you, and it's up to you to decide what works best for your mix. However, there are a few standard practices that engineers tend to follow. We normally put delay before reverb in a chain, and that's because if it goes after, we're delaying reverberated sounds, and this makes it much more likely to muddy up your mix. Then if we think about compression, if we put delay after our compression, we're going to be delaying a compressed sound. So those repeats are much likely to sound a lot stronger and a lot more obvious in your mix. However, that might be the effect you want. And delay is usually a send effect, so it's inserted in a bus instead of your plug-in chain. And that's because it's a lot easier to control the amount of delay in your mix this way. It also means that you can process the delayed sounds individually without affecting the dry signal. So we can add EQ to the delayed sounds, or we can add a bit of compression to the delayed sounds. So those are the 3 most common types of delay. They all work really well on vocals and most instruments, and make our mixes sound thicker and stronger. So next time you want a fuller sounding mix whilst maintaining its clarity, maybe consider trying out a delay instead of going straight for the reverb. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you found it useful and interesting. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below and if there are any other videos you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell for new videos every Wednesday, and I will see you again soon.